Hey y'all, it's Coach V.
And I'm Nisha T.
And we are Girlfriends in Real Estate.
We run this mother.
Hey y'all, what's happening? Thank you for joining us and tuning in. So today is our very first podcast.
Yes.
Y'all, we've been waiting on this moment for so long.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time. And so it was finally time to put that action into work. So a little bit about us. Nisha T will take it away over here because, she's already ready. She's ready to
So a little bit about us, like she just said, this is our very first episode, and I know I'm super excited. This is something that's been in the back of my mind before we even met. And so when we did meet, we had no clue that we were two beings who wanted to have a podcast to just encourage and uplift other women within our community. To be honest, I want to ask you, how did you even get into real estate?
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's a good question. For me, it was kind of winging it at first, but then, I just kind of prayed about it.
Okay.
I say winging it because I was in apartments first.
Right.
And so I was like, this is the easy way to get to it because, I had people telling me I'd be good at it, but I was looking at what they was driving and what I was driving. I was like, nope, I'm good on the Volkswagen Golf, please.
Yeah.
Let's go. Like a lot of my, people, they were kind of like, struggling a little bit. So I was like, no. And funny because my sister's going to know exactly who I'm talking about when I say that, but she going to laugh at me because she already know I was running from it. Okay. But anywho, I did apartments first. I thought that was the easy way to kind of get into the industry because I simply, it was already made for me.
Okay.
All I had to do was kill an interview, become a property manager, and then cool.
Right.
Right. Then I started kind of like, talking to different investors, that was trying to get into like commercial and multifamily. And then, I moved to Dallas. Then I got to Dallas.
Came to the real.
H-Town, baby. H-Town.
D-town,
I know she's
the
talking
triple
about
D.
Houston, Texas, all day. You feel me?
I hear you.
Country Bama. Anywho. Anywho, I moved to Dallas, and, at that moment, I just had it kind of like, everything was kind of like shut down for me. So I just prayed. I was like, God, if this is what you want me to do, then send me somebody to help me, and he did that.
Right.
So I was an assistant. I dabbled, and dabbled a little bit in some real estate marketing. And then before long, I was getting my license, and it blew up. Like first year, second year, third year,
okay.
grinding. But you asking me, why you get into real estate?
So my story is a tad bit different than yours. So I had no experience in real estate, had no clue when I was a little girl that when I grew up I would become one of those. I was just a young lady riding in a squad car for the Dallas Police Department. Squad. And so me and my partner, we were on our way. We were in a car in our office. That's what we would call our office. We were in our office just discussing different ways that we can make money and, get away from the police department.
What you mean? You wouldn't make no money at the PD?
I mean, we were making money, but we wanted to do something different. Yeah. So, loved what I did, loved talking to the children, being counselors for people, being referees for one another.
And she's still that.
I am not that.
She is. That's my girl.
I am not that. So one thing, that really got me started into real estate is, we would talk about HGTV. I was watching certain episodes, he was watching certain episodes, and so we decided to be this police duo where we would flip homes and then sell them. And so I was the one who decided to say, hey, let me go and get my real estate license because I want to do more than just flip. I want to dig deeper into the thing that is real estate. So I worked hard. I went and got my license, and when I got my license, Lord Jesus, that test. But once I passed through that test and got out here in the field, my first year was not awesome. Talk about roller coasters.
Oh, man.
OMG, like I didn't sell not one home. I had two under contract, but they like went flopped. I
Oh
think
my gosh, that's the worst.
Yeah, it just went terrible. So I had to leave and I had to find me somewhere else to go. I was actually going to go back and find a job. But when I started looking for other jobs, I said, oh, nah, I can't do this. I haven't clocked in for anybody in so long.
Yeah.
So now it's like, okay, what can I do? I was introduced to a new broker where I met you.
Well, I met you, and I'm so glad.
Yes. When I tell you God is intentional,
He is very.
the intentionality of it all. And so, that's how we got into it, and that's how we met each other.
Yeah.
And, the rest is
History.
pretty much history.
Her story. It's
Her story. Yes. Ooh.
Yeah, so I mean, it's been pretty dope too, cause like it was really weird. So I'm one of those people, like I'm very transparent, very open about what I'm trying to do. I'm a firm believer in like speaking your goals into the atmosphere. Like you probably can't. Now you got to be careful. Can't be telling everybody everything.
Right.
But if you speak it into existence, then you'll eventually see it. At some point. So I'm real big about that. And I remember, even meeting Tanisha, or Nisha T, meeting her, y'all, government name up in here. She ducking now. But meeting Nisha T, it was something different for me. A lot of times you hear women say, I don't hang around women, or I don't do a lot of women because women are catty, or, this real estate industry, it's a dog-eat-dog industry. It's very cutthroat, all of this stuff. But I just didn't believe the dynamics of that,
Yeah.
And Nisha was the same way.
No, I didn't believe in that either. I mean, I come from a family where the women in our family are very strong, and we are very supportive of one another.
And
so we are deep.
Deep.
We didn't grow up learning to trash one another or downplay one another. We were taught to build up one another. So I thought every woman did that, to be honest with you. When I went out into the real world, I didn't realize how catty women could be. And so for me, even when I met you, I even told you, it's not that I didn't want female friends. I was just good with the friends that I had that was my family.
Her cousins. She was
My
like,
cousins.
my cousins are my friends. I'm good.
They are. So for me to call you a friend, it's just, for me, it's a real connection if I even say the word friend, because I have lots of associates. We can kick it, we can hang, we can go out, we can do whatever, but you would still be my associate. But when we have a connection, and if you hear the word friend come out of my mouth, then you know that we have connected on a deeper level.
Yeah, and we definitely did that. For me, it was a little different. So I grew up around, I have a family, like on my dad's side of the family, we got a lot of women in our family. Okay. On my dad's side, but not in the kind of generation I was coming up in. Okay. I was coming up under all boys. Okay. So I just didn't have a ton of girlfriends because I was real rough around the edges. Like, Barbie was playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? They sent her to me in dresses, and she was in shorts made out of tissue by the time it was done, with a ball cap on. So I was not, into the whole girlfriends thing, because I was into sports and, wrestling and fighting and, doing a lot of stuff. So, like, when I started attracting other women, it was really weird for me.
Yeah.
Because they were into fashion and shopping and makeup. Me, I'm in the store. I'm in. I'm out. I'm gone.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, no. But then, you start to learn how to accept everybody and their differences and how they make up and how they become strengths. So, like, even though Nisha T and I, we could be polar opposites, like, what's cool about us is we make up for each other's differences.
Yeah.
We spend a lot of time counseling each other. She internalizes. I'm very transparent and out in the open.
You have
You
to
know,
tell everybody.
but we help each other's business grow.
Yeah.
Like, it's something real amazing. And we end up walking these journeys and we end up in these places where, like, we thrive, you know, together. And so she knows I have a saying. We're stronger together than we are apart.
Yeah.
You know, we can do more in numbers. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We can move mountains. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
We can do that. And, you know, and our other sisters in real estate that we, you know, come in contact with. Shout out to Brittany. Hey, girl.
Brit.
Shout out to Eunice. Shout out to, you know, oh my God, there's so many.
Ursula.
We can go down the line because we have girlfriends for days.
Yes,
Chris,
yes.
Aisha,
Miss Janet.
definitely Miss Janet,
Not Jackson.
Samaya. I mean, y'all, if I'm forgetting your name, forgive me because you know how we roll. Like,
Yeah.
we are thick in this whole girlfriends in real estate thing, and all of them are realtors.
Right.
You know, Martina Perkins, our girl for like
Lender.
lenders, Misty Roche.
Oh, awesome
you know,
people. Awesome.
we just love connecting with other boss women who win,
Yeah.
wealthy women, wise women.
All of that. And I have to say something about you that she will not say. This girl is a whole beast and then some. Me coming into this real estate game, like, I've learned stuff and I've gotten little nuggets from different people, but my treasure chest of nuggets have come from this young lady. She is
Wow.
so, you know, when we first met, I was upset with her and mad with her because she didn't realize what type of treasure she held. And, you know, this girl has helped me with marketing. She has taught me things about real estate.
She
When
gonna
I'm
make
trying
me cry,
to work
crying
a
on
deal,
camera.
when I'm trying to work a deal, it's like she was my mentor and she didn't even charge me. So I owe her. I don't want to tell right now, but, you know, but I owe her. But, you know, she is an awesome realtor. She's an awesome mentor. She's an awesome coach. You name it, and this girl is what's that saying? The jack of all trades. She is a
Jill,
jack.
y'all.
Jill. Jack and Jill, not the hill. She is a Jill of all trades. So she doesn't give herself enough props, and she never will. So that's why I'm here.
Well,
give her.
I appreciate that. I love you for
Yes.
that. That's like real big.
I love you for that.
Yeah, like it's the same thing, you know, when it comes to Nisha, you know, oh my gosh, she's so supportive. Like, you know, she was saying the being the counselor, being the this, being the that, like, you know, she's equally as powerful, gifted, talented. The girl can make any single thing you think of. She has a whole sweatshop in her house. She be pressing up shirts, putting together back. Like, what are you doing? Like, you know, but hey, I know where to go and I need my closing gifts. You know what I'm saying? She like, don't make that a habit.
I got
But
you.
she
I
is so
got you.
powerful in her word. Like, you know, a woman of God. You know, man. That's one of her
Same.
superpowers. Superpowers, man. When I tell you
appreciate
there is nothing I can't talk to her about, call her about. You know, we have a morning prayer line every morning. She jumps on the prayer line and then boom. You know, the girl sets it on fire when it's her turn to pray. Like, she is a beast, period.
This
you know what I'm
one.
saying?
This one.
She works with investors. I see her handle these investors like juggling like a I don't even know how to who does
I don't
it.
know.
Like it's like a lion tamer. You know, she's like a female lion tamer or something. And she get out there and she grind it out. And you know, it's beautiful to see women winning like that. You know, that's always been one of my big things. Like, I'm real big on being a support pillar. On trying to help everybody kind of thrive, but even more, I like to see women doing
Their
them.
thing. Yeah.
Period, sis.
Period.
Period.
As
You
my
know,
daughter would say.
I love that. You know, it's just something about it when you see that woman out there who, you know, the world counted her out, and then she's up here like leading the pack.
Wow.
You know, she was the runt. You know, they call the smallest little, you know, the smallest little animal, the run of the litter, or whatever the case may be, because they come out small and malnutrition and all this stuff, and for a minute they're being counted out.
Right.
For a minute, people are looking at them like, oh, she ain't gonna be nothing. She's gonna be this, and we get real. We're gonna get real with you. Like, this is not a sugar-coated show.
Right.
Like, we don't look like where we came from.
Amen.
So,
Amen.
or what we
Amen.
talk like. So
Right.
when you see women who got it out the mud, and they're out here grinding,
That's it.
I love to see the underdog become the top dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Amen.
Like Eve used to say, pit bull in a skirt. You know what I'm saying? Pull it down.
That's it,
See my
yeah.
tattoos. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, sis. That's true. That's true.
We get it out the mud. So
Yeah.
that's what we're looking for. We're looking to partner with other women who are getting it out the mud.
Getting
You
it
know
out,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? You don't look like what you've been through. You look better.
Right.
You shining.
Yeah.
You writing books about this industry. You selling houses in this industry.
All of that. And even interior decorating, anything that has anything to do with real estate, you need to become a part of this, girlfriends. Hey, we're always looking for new friends. We're looking for people to join us. If you have any questions dealing with real estate, shoot them our way, and we can address those questions.
Yeah, we can. Because we're one of those people, we live a life out of abundance. We ain't living out of lack. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? We're not
we
looking at
like
this
to.
industry. Yeah, we like to share.
Share.
So you can always drop us questions. Tell us stuff you want to hear on the next episodes. Contribute to us. You know what I'm saying? Come join us sometimes. Let us interview you. Whatever it takes, come partner with us so that we can help other women thrive. We can help other women grow.
Yeah.
This is a whole different dynamic. Do you realize
It
that
is.
this right
It
here
is.
ain't been done? And
It
we
ain't.
coming for you. Because we coming to love on you.
come.
Okay? We coming to show you. It's enough money out there to be
Yes,
made, sis.
it
I ain't
is.
trying to step
It's
on
not
you.
a competition.
It ain't.
It's not a competition.
not.
Only between you and yourself.
That's
It's
it.
That's
Beat
the
your
only
score.
competition.
That's what
it.
we promote.
That's it.
Beat your score. We're trying to help. So you can drop us, text us.
I want to ask you a question. In your opinion, what would you think is the hardest thing in real estate?
Wow. The hardest thing in real estate, keeping your composure big time. Trying to be stable in your emotions. As women, we have so many jobs. We wear so many hats.
Man.
You trying to be the mother, the wife, the sister, the friend, the counselor, and then you get into this. I don't call it an industry, so I always say it's not an industry, it's a ministry.
That. No, everything.
Yeah.
Everything we do is ministry.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
So you get into this, and you got to keep people on the line because this is a big decision, and
It
somebody's
is.
always trying to jump off for any reason.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
any reason. So keeping your composure, stabling your emotions, and just trying to be consistent. That could be tough.
And I would say just backing off of what you just said as far as, the emotional part. I think for me, one of the hardest things for me in this is seeing people be afraid. And one thing I want to take out of real estate is the fear of, because so many people are afraid of the unknown. They don't want to get their credit score checked. They don't want people looking deeper into their background to see what's on there that can stop them. And in the midst of that, they don't realize that that's stopping them from having ownership. One thing that I can say that once I actually got my license and started working in the industry or the ministry, it was to see more people own something.
Yes.
And not just continuing to pay somebody else and have them to own or make more money than.
Yeah.
Now, granted, that's how a landlord eats. But you become a landlord too, but own something. Don't just always pay something out.
And
own
especially
something.
as women.
Especially as women.
Especially as women. We got to stake our claim.
Yeah. So
This
no,
ain't easy.
seriously. And,
And
I hate when people don't at least try to step out on faith. Just at least take a step. Let us tell you no. If we say no, it's not even a no. It's a not right now.
Yeah.
There's a process to it.
Yeah.
There's a process to it, and so
Yeah.
that's my one thing that's hard for me in real estate. Just seeing people afraid to even step out there and at least attempt
Yeah.
to try.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough that you say that, because when I think about fear, in a sense, it is one of the biggest purchases that anybody's gonna make. You know, that is a big deal. So,
It is.
you know, kind of just trying to talk them off the ledge, you know, talk a client, you know, into doing. But, you know, one thing I like to see, and I like to share is that, you know, you guys support. We're not just talking about the women who are operating in real estate.
Right.
You know,
right.
we're talking about the women who are trying to acquire real estate.
That part.
You know?
That part.
Now yeah, you're single mother, you know, or
Yes.
maybe you're just trying to drive your husband to make this decision, you know, because it's fearful. Like, it is scary. And so one thing you can know, even as women in general, like, you're not alone. You know, when you get you somebody that's strong in the industry, you get you a strong, you know, realtor, you get you a strong lender, you get to, you know, you just have strong components throughout the process, then that absorbs some of your stress. So if we could say anything to our other fellow girlfriends out there is, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Get you somebody, you know, do your research, get you somebody that's going to help you and hold your hand from point A to point B. You know, that's the big deal. So it's not just about the women in this industry. You know,
Agreed.
we want to partner with you too. You know, single mothers
for
out
real.
there, wives out there, emerging young, youthful college student. You know, trying to figure out what's your next move. Like, don't throw your money away. Don't do it. You know,
I mean, unless you want to throw it this way, I'll catch it.
catch it, okay, and blow you a kiss.
I mean, you know. Thank you.
Thank you. But, you know, don't throw it away.
Yes.
Don't throw your skill away. Don't throw your talent away. You know, there's this statistic in real estate, too. It's crazy. So, it says that, you know, majority of realtors who come into this industry will fail in their first couple of years.
Yes.
And I'm trying to remember the statistic for that, because I want to say it was about 95%.
It was a high percentage, and I refused to be a part of that number. That's why I know I work so hard and I grind so hard, and of course my children. But you know, I refuse to be within that number. My goal was to stand out, and you know, I've only done this for 3 years. It'll be 3 years in January. Like I said, my first year sucked down the drain. Thank God for some pension money that I had. Praise God, it was stored up that helped sustain me. And but you know, once I kept going, I'm like, I can't turn back.
No.
So what do I have to do to make sure that I continue to provide for my children? Because this is draining. This money that I did have, it's going
gone.
away. So
you know what I
gotta
about when
dig.
you talking about that? Okay, I'm about to show my age. Do you remember what was it, Tiny Toons or something? And
down the black hole and the little
money go down the hole.
Yes, I love that episode.
Don't high five me, 'cause
I
you're
love
trying
that
to-
episode. No, I love that episode.
We telling off on our age now. We getting on up there. Our 20-year-old women are like, what
What are they talking about?
Google
so
it.
it was. Oh, she said Google it. So Google it.
Or YouTube it.
YouTube
it. It's funny.
Yes,
so he's like chucking everything down the hole, like down the toilet.
And I think that's an episode. My episode was the elevator, when he got on the elevator and it says, "In the later go down, in the later stop, in the later go down, in the later go down."
See,
the
mine
black
was
hole. And so,
mine was the toilet. He was in the restroom flushing everything with the door locked.
Yeah.
And so he's dropping keys. Keys go down the hole. Watch go down the hole.
And so
money go down the hole.
The money's going
like.
down the hole. And so you just scratching and crawling. But like I said, it's not a competition with other realtors. It was a competition for myself. So I knew in order for me not to be within that high percentage of realtors that didn't make it, I just had to do some things differently. I had to go I'm sorry. Yes, we have knocked on doors.
Yes.
And they said that was old school. Yes, I do my emailers. They say that is old school.
But they work.
Yes, yes. Yes, I send out postcards. They say that is old school.
It works.
And yes, I use word of mouth. That is definitely old school. And of course we do our social media. But you know, when you're in this and it's for you, you have to do what you have to do,
That's
what
right.
you need to do to survive.
Yeah.
And be that one that stands up and
That's right.
you know.
Yeah, I'm with you on that because like I said, if you guys heard me earlier, you know, I moved down here to Dallas, which means, you know, well, it doesn't necessarily mean that, but I didn't have any biological family down here. So you're talking about I'm picking up a career?
Yeah.
And this career is based off referral business mostly.
Right.
That's how you save money.
That part.
What? You're telling me to work my spear? What spear? What
right.
spear? You know, and that was my initial thinking. But the deeper I got into this industry, you know, just a little nugget here, you know, the more I learned about what a spear really meant. So in real estate, people think that your spear is your friends, your family, your aunties, uncles, cousins, sisters, brother, baby Tracy, whoever. It's not that. It is every place that you frequent on a regular basis. If you go into the OBGYN for that well woman's checkup, sis, tell him you're a realtor. Don't be a secret agent. Wear your badge. You know, do what you got to do. Be everywhere at all things. You put that badge on everywhere you go. You standing in the line at Burlington's, you got a long line behind you. Now, y'all know the Burlington's line. Like, don't nobody front on this podcast. You know that line be wrapped around the building. Okay? You got all these people in this line behind you. That's your spear. You got 20 people behind you. Hey, all 20 of y'all while we waiting.
Amen.
You know, I'm a realtor, so if there's anybody looking for a home buying opportunity, listing opportunity, investment opportunity, I'm your girl. Might as well let you know while we waiting. Let's be friendly now. You want to attract friends? Show yourself friendly. Hey, girlfriend.
Yes.
Okay, so that's your spear. Your doctor's your spear. Your lawyer, your attorney, your dentist. You know, those are your spears. So I couldn't say that I didn't have a spear. The gas station clerk was my spear. You know, and I sold the gas station clerk a house. You know what I mean? That was my spear.
You had to do what you had to do.
That's it. And
Yeah.
so that's a big deal. You know, that's a
is.
nugget. What kind of nugget would you drop today?
Man, so my thing is I work with investors. And one thing to my realtors who work with investors, if they are, you will know if they are for real or if they are for play. And so when it comes to an investor, ask them what type of properties they are looking to invest in. Ask them what their proof of funds looks like. Ask them just different annual questions about investing, and you will know just by off of their conversation if they are new to the game or if they're true to the game. So that's my nugget as far as working with investors.
Absolutely. So it's been our pleasure sitting here with you today. Drop us some ideas. We'll love to touch on things that you really want to know. And again, we want to partner.
Yes, we do.
So please reach out to us. Remember, you can reach out to us on the link below or above. All right? That's G.I.R.E. And we're girlfriends in real estate.
Bye.
We run